Okay.
Well, how are you today? I have been getting lots of questions in regards to how we work with buyers. You know, top real estate agents, the first thing they try to delegate to a buyer's assistant is buyers. Buyers are probably the highest time consumption to earn a commission. Buyers are unusual in that lots of you do not get them to sign contracts, so therefore it's how you feel and how they feel about you. Well, we've eliminated all of that, and what we're doing is we're turning buyers back into a very profitable aspect of real estate. And this is a 700-page manual on how we do that. In fact, I'm going to be as bold enough to say is that you probably should not be handling buyers any longer until you get and start looking through the table of contents of this and start implementing some of my systems. And by the way, every system in this book is actually on a data CD, so it's easy to implement and easy to take a look at. Now, we're going to show you here, even though I believe that the best way to generate a buyer is to actually have a listing, we're going to show you how some other ways that we've generated buyers in the past. I really don't believe in paying for buyer leads. I was so successful in generating my own buyer leads, I've never had to pay for buyer leads. Number two, we're going to show you how to knock the socks off a buyer, but more important than that, we're going to show you how to eliminate the buyers that are not going to profitably buy. And what I mean by that, there are some buyers, even after a close, took so much time and effort that it was not something that you should have chosen to do. I'm going to eliminate the bad and non-buyers from your life fairly quickly. And we're going to do that by having them jump through we call kind and friendly hoops. And the first hoop is on the initial meeting and or initial phone call contact, we're going to give them some reasons to answer some questions. We're going to let them know about some of the special things you do that no one else in your area does. We're going to talk about how you show them inventory that no one else will ever show. How you go back to the old expireds, current for sale by owner, send out letters to the neighborhoods that they're thinking about buying in, giving them first shot at the listings that come in your office. We've got 10 different ways, 10 different levels of inventory that no other agent in your town will ever show them. I'm going to knock their socks off, and we're going to ask them in return for this information that they just answer a few questions. Now, if they don't want to answer questions, we kind of know who they are. They're related to another real estate agent. They're just looking. They're not ready. We're going to eliminate the people who are not fairly quick commissions. And I don't want to sound like I'm a mercenary, but look, I'd rather spend time with my two little girls than go out with a buyer who's not going to buy. So basically, I give them more value than anybody else does and then ask them to answer some questions. From those questions, I can tell their motivation level and their ability to buy. That's the first hoop. Are they going to answer the question? Second hoop. Are they going to go ahead and take my advice in getting pre-approved in writing from a major lender here locally, who, by the way, is my affiliate, who I've given all my business to, who I continue to give all my business to, who's available to my buyers, and who truthfully tells me whether or not this guy's going to be able to go to the closing. So we go ahead and get a pre-approval letter from the lender. Now, I haven't met with this buyer yet, but when I get those questions answered and get that pre-approval letter, I now make a meeting with them, and that means the third hoop, they have to actually show up for a meeting. I don't meet them in places. I ask them to come in and to be counseled, where I show them the initial inventory of my secret property, where I show them how we're going to find what they need, and I'll have extra checklists in here to find out exactly what they want and what they need and what they wish for, and we'll separate all the needs, wishes, and wants differently, and then we'll go out and we'll start showing them property that hopefully I've found that is not listed, which increases my chances of a double-end transaction. Now, I've got to tell you that we, utilizing this with myself and then later on with my buyer's assistants, doubled 2.5 times our normal profit with our buyer systems. I'd love for you to get involved with how we work with buyers. You're going to have more fun doing it. You're going to be talked about in town as the most innovative real estate agent in town. And buyers are going to be talking about you to their family and friends. You're going to get referrals. This is our buyer system. Don't leave with a buyer without it. Thank you very much.